Hey guys, how the hell are you? Welcome back to Arnold Drinks. My name is Arnold, and tonight I drink. Tonight I am drinking Glen Moray 15. This is honestly the first bottle of Scotch that I've bought where 100% through and through I kind of fell in love with it. So if you're expecting this to be like a first pour kind of review, no. This is something that I've had for maybe about 5 months now, maybe 6, somewhere around there. And I swear every single time I crack open this bottle, it gets a little better, and a little bit better. So I don't know if that's the whiskey further developing or my palate further developing, but man, I love this. And I feel like I need to share that enjoyment with you guys so that you guys can hear about this. Now, supposedly Glen Moray has kind of a storied history behind it. I'm not going to go into depth with it. There's definitely some guys on YouTube and on the internet that have done a far better job than I ever could, have waxed more eloquent than I ever could. I'm simply going to talk to you guys about how much I love this Speyside single malt. So this is a very approachable 40% alcohol by volume Speyside single malt Scotch. It is extremely approachable, like I said. It is a 15-year age statement on it, and it is aged in ex-American casks, which they take it to mean ex-bourbon casks, as well as Oloroso sherry casks. You tend to get a little bit more complexity, you tend to get a little bit more of kind of a sweet note on there, which I love. A few guys out there dislike referring to any sort of whiskey or Scotch of any sort as smooth because it's such kind of a bargain term. Smooth oftentimes belies complexity, but this is still something that is rather complex, still smooth, still very approachable, especially for a novice Scotch drinker, or maybe someone who's had quite a few but has never really pinpointed what he likes, namely me. So this is something I'm looking very forward to talking about for you guys. So extremely light golden color. This is not chill filtered as you would expect from a quality Scotch whiskey. So as it gets a little bit older in the bottle, having been opened maybe 5-6 months ago, a little bit more of that smoky, earthy character is starting to come out, but that's still something that's a little bit in the background. You're definitely getting a lot more of a red fruit kind of sherry note up in the forefront. A little teeny tiny bit of raspberry, a little teeny tiny bit of red apple, a little teeny tiny bit of peach. As you pull your nose away, you're getting a little bit of a trace hint of strawberry in there as well. Nice lingering finish on it too. There's a very slight bit of an earthy, peppery note that's on the back end on the finish as it goes down your gullet. But at the forefront of the palate, you definitely can tell that this was sherry cask aged. It's very mouth-filling. You get a lot of sort of raspberry, teeny tiny bit of a cherry note that's in there, not unlike what you would get from a quality bourbon. That's probably the bourbon casks shining through a little bit too, but definitely that raspberry and sort of wine grape note that's coming through. It almost has a Cabernet-like quality to it. Ever so slightly dry, but very, very mouth-forward with a big red, purplish grape note that's in there. So on the second tasting of it, getting a little bit more of a sweeter characteristic, not unlike a quality bourbon. Getting a little bit more of kind of an English toffee kind of thing, or like maybe a very, very teeny tiny bit of like a hazelnut coffee creamer in there. Just ever so slightly. It's very, very not prominent. It's extremely subdued, but it's there. It's definitely something where that sort of wine finish, that cherry flavor is coming through more and more and more with every extra sip that I take of this. It's just really rich considering that the price point for these, I want to say, when I purchased it, I want to say was $59, and I want to say it's gone up to $61 now at this point. But this, what I said at the beginning of the video holds true. This is the first bottle of Scotch that I purchased where 100% through and through, I love it. There's literally nothing I can find fault with. Is it as amazing and incredible as some super high age statement scotches that are out there? Probably not, but I think this is a bargain considering the price point, considering the age statement, and considering just how much is coming through in that flavor profile. I really, really enjoy this a lot, and if you've never had a scotch that you've liked, if you find stuff that's too peaty, or you don't like that sort of blended character that a lot of the more popular scotches have, this would be a really good stepping point into the single malt. Not only are you going to get something at this price point that's got a higher age statement than what the price would lead you to believe, it's just all around quality as far as I'm concerned. The nose, the palate, the finish, that finish lingers too. That is really just an exceptional bottle if you ask me. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, please give a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed this content. And as always, please remember, take what you do seriously. Do not take yourselves too seriously.